Welcome to our channel. In today's video, we're diving into the essential world of emergency preparedness. Have you ever wondered which foods you can rely on in times of crisis? Look no further. We're here to guide you through the top 8 foods that never expire, ensuring your emergency stockpile is always ready for whatever comes your way. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest tips and tricks for a safer and more secure future. Let's get started. We all know the saying, better safe than sorry. But when it comes to emergency preparedness, how many of us can confidently say we're ready for whatever life throws at us? It's a question worth pondering, especially in a world where uncertainties are the only certainty. One of the most common concerns when planning for emergencies is food storage. After all, food is one of our basic needs, and having a secure, long-lasting supply is essential. But what if we told you that there are foods that you could store today that would still be good for consumption decades from now? Yes, you heard it right, decades. Foods that defy the ticking clock, standing the test of time. No magic, just science and a little bit of nature's ingenuity. Intrigued? To help you in your preparation today, we're exploring 8 foods that never expire, the must-haves for your emergency stockpile. Let's start with the basics: salt, sugar, and honey. These 3 are more than just kitchen staples, they're survival essentials. Salt, revered since ancient times, is a natural preservative. It dehydrates food, creating an environment where bacteria can't thrive. Then there's sugar. With its low water content, sugar inhibits microbial growth, keeping your sweet treats safe and edible for years. And let's not forget the liquid gold that is honey. Its low pH level makes it a no-go zone for bacteria, allowing it to stay fresh indefinitely. But that's not all. In emergencies, these 3 can be used in various ways. Salt can cure meats, sugar can serve as a quick energy source, and honey, with its antiseptic properties, can even be used for wound treatment. So, these 3 sweet and savory staples are the first must-haves for your survival pantry. Next on our list are canned meats and white rice. An unlikely duo perhaps, but when it comes to foods with an endless shelf life, these 2 are certainly high on the list. Let's kick off with canned meats. These include a variety of options, from chicken to beef, and even pork. But what gives these canned meats their superpower of longevity? It's all in the canning process. Meats are sealed into cans, and then subjected to high temperatures. This process not only cooks the meat but also creates a vacuum seal that keeps out bacteria, preventing spoilage. What you get is a protein-packed source that can last far beyond the printed expiration dates. Not to mention, the diversity of canned meats allows for a variety of meals, keeping your taste buds entertained in times of emergency. Now let's move on to white rice. A staple in many households across the globe, white rice is more than just a side dish. It's a reliable source of carbohydrates with a surprising shelf life. The secret lies in the storage. When stored properly in airtight containers, in a cool, dark, and dry place, white rice can maintain its flavor and nutrients for up to 30 years. Yes, you heard that right, 30 years? This makes it an invaluable addition to your long-term food stash. But like canned meats, white rice is not just about longevity, it's also about nutritional value. As a carbohydrate, white rice provides the energy your body needs to function. Plus, it's versatile, pairing well with a variety of other foods and easy to cook, making it a practical choice for situations when resources may be limited. Together, canned meats and white rice form a dynamic duo, providing both proteins and carbs for your diet. These 2 foods offer not only longevity but also diversity and practicality, making them essential components of any emergency food supply. With canned meats and white rice, you have your proteins and carbs covered for the long haul. Let's move on to pasta and beans, 2 foods that can last for decades. When it comes to stocking up your emergency food supply, pasta is an absolute must-have. Not only is it a comfort food for many, but it's also an excellent source of carbohydrates, providing the energy you need to stay active. Pasta is typically made from durum wheat, a hard type of wheat that is low in moisture. This low moisture content, combined with the drying process that pasta undergoes, allows it to last for years, sometimes even decades, without going bad. But to ensure its longevity, pasta needs to be stored correctly. An airtight container is your best bet. Throw in a handful of oxygen absorbers, and you've got yourself a long-term storage solution for your pasta. Just remember to keep it in a cool, dry place away from sunlight to maintain its quality and taste. Now, let's talk beans. Dried beans, to be precise. They're a fantastic source of protein and fiber, making them an essential part of any balanced diet. But the great thing about dried beans is that, like pasta, they can last for an incredibly long time. To properly store dried beans, you'll want to ensure they're completely dry to begin with. Any moisture can lead to mold and spoilage. Once dried, put the beans into an airtight container, similar to pasta. If stored properly, these beans will retain their nutritional value and remain edible for decades. What's more, both pasta and beans offer a great deal of versatility when it comes to meal preparation. You can create a variety of dishes using these two ingredients, ensuring you don't get tired of eating the same thing over and over during an emergency situation. So there you have it. Pasta and beans, two incredibly long-lasting foods that are packed with nutrients and easy to store. They're versatile, they're tasty, and most importantly, they can provide sustenance during times of crisis. Pasta and beans, a perfect pair for your long-term food supply. Now let's not forget about fruits and vegetables. These nutritious goodies don't just add color to your plate, they're key players in a balanced diet. When canned, fruits and vegetables retain their nutrients and flavor for years, making them an essential part of any long-term food storage plan. The canning process involves heating the food at high temperatures to kill off bacteria, yeasts, and molds that could cause spoilage. The sealed can then creates a vacuum, preventing any new microorganisms from entering and spoiling the food. So, you'll have peaches as juicy and green beans as crisp as the day they were canned, ready to be enjoyed whenever you need them. From canned tomatoes for a hearty soup, to canned pineapple for a sweet treat, the variety of canned fruits and vegetables available means your meals can still be diverse and delicious, even in emergency situations. Canned fruits and vegetables ensure you maintain a balanced diet, even in crisis situations. Last but not least, we have alcohol and powdered milk. Let's start with alcohol. Not all alcoholic beverages were created equal, at least when it comes to shelf life. Certain types, like vodka, are virtually immortal. When sealed properly, they can last forever. But how can alcohol serve you in an emergency, besides offering some comfort? Well, it's not just about having a stiff drink when the chips are down. Alcohol can also be a valuable tool. It can serve as a disinfectant for wounds, a sterilizer for medical equipment, and even as a fire starter. It's a versatile survival tool disguised as a leisurely drink. Remember though, not all types of alcohol are suitable for these uses. Higher proof spirits such as vodka or rum are ideal. They contain enough alcohol to be effective for these purposes, and of course always use caution when handling alcohol, especially around open flames. Next, let's turn to powdered milk. While it may not have the same fresh taste as liquid milk, it's a reliable dairy alternative with a surprisingly long shelf life. When stored correctly, powdered milk can last for around 20 years. Think about that. 20 years. That's 2 decades of potential breakfast cereals, cups of tea, or even homemade bread, all from a single canister of powdered milk. And not to mention it's a great source of vitamins and minerals like calcium and vitamin D. In an emergency, having access to these nutrients could be vital. Plus, it's relatively light and compact, making it easy to store in large quantities. Just add water and you have an instant dairy product. Powdered milk and alcohol may seem like strange bedfellows in the world of emergency food supplies, but they both offer longevity and versatility. And in a crisis, those are exactly the qualities you want in your pantry. Alcohol and powdered milk, the final 2 must-haves for your emergency stockpile. Now you know the 8 foods that never expire, valuable additions to any emergency food supply. From the eternal life of salt, sugar, and honey, the reliable longevity of canned meat and white rice, to the enduring nature of pasta and beans. We've also covered the lasting nutrients in canned fruits and vegetables, the comfort and practicality of certain alcohols, and the extended durability of powdered milk. Each of these items offers unique benefits, not just for your everyday meals, but also as lifelines in times of crisis. They bring versatility, nutrition, and a sense of normalcy when everything else may be up in the air. So, consider starting or adding to your emergency food stockpile. After all, you never know when you might need it. Thank you for watching. If you found this useful, please like, subscribe, and share your own emergency food tips in the comments below. Remember, it's always better to be safe than sorry.